Before we can run, we need to learn how to walk, and that's exactly what we're going to do inside this exercise. I'm going to show you how to open an image inside Photoshop. Now, I have Photoshop CS3 running on my computer. If you're going to be following along with me, I'll need you to have Photoshop CS3 running on your machine as well. Now, typically, the first thing you do in a program when you're beginning is you go to the File menu and you choose the New command in order to generate a new document. And you can do that inside of Photoshop. If you choose the New command, you'll get the new dialog box right here, and you can name your image just by typing in a name from the keyboard. You can specify how wide the image is, how tall the image is, the resolution value. We're going to be discussing resolution more in a later chapter of this series. You can specify all kinds of settings here, and then once you've done that, you can click the OK button in order to create the new document. Now, I'm just going to click OK to create a new 5 by 7 inch document here called Untitled 1 because I didn't bother to name my document. The problem is that Photoshop isn't really geared toward working with a new document. You certainly can work that way, and you could start about what? Painting inside of the image? Yes, that's something that Photoshop can do. But that's not really its core mission. It's not really an image creation program per se. It's an image editor. So I'm going to go ahead and close this image by clicking on its close box to send it bye-bye here. You could also go up to the File menu and choose the Close command if you'd prefer. The core mission of Photoshop is, as I say, to take a photograph most often, open it up, and allow you to modify that photograph. And by photograph, I mean either a scanned photo, something that started out as a film-based photo that you scanned and then scanned to your hard drive, then open up inside Photoshop, or a digital image captured with a digital camera that you copy over to your hard drive and then open up inside Photoshop. Now, the way you open things in Photoshop, this is one of the ways anyway. You can also open images via the bridge, as we'll discuss in the next chapter. But for now, go up to the File menu and choose the Open command, or you can press this keyboard shortcut right there, Control-O. And on the Macintosh side of things, that's Command-O. Once again, the Command key being the cloverleaf key down in the lower left-hand corner of your keyboard, the one that also bears an Apple logo on it, and O at the same time. All right, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and choose the command. And I'm invited to open a command from a folder. Now, I've gone ahead and navigated to the Exercise Files folder that I provide to those of you who are premium members or CD folks. And most likely that's on your desktop if you copied these files. Inside of the Exercise Files folder are a series of folders that correspond to the chapters in this series. I want you to go to the one right here that's called O2 Navigate Setup. Go ahead and double-click on that folder to enter it. And therein you will find 4 images total. I would like you to click on Beige Beauty. Now note you may not see these beautiful image previews here. This is a function of Windows Vista, which is a fairly recent operating system. If you have an older version of Windows, or if you're working on a Mac, you may not see these big, beautiful image previews here. Don't worry about it. I just need you to click on beigebeauty.jpg and then click on the Open button. You can also, if you like, double-click on the image thumbnail or double-click on the file name in order to open the image. In any event, when you do so, when you click Open or double-click on the file, after a moment, it may take a moment because this is a very high-resolution image, you will see the image open inside of Photoshop. Now, it will fit on screen. It may not say 16.7% at the top of your screen. It may say a larger value like 25% or 33.3%, but in any case, it'll be small enough that the entire image fits on screen at once. That's how you open an image in Photoshop. It's that simple. As I say, that's just one of the ways. You can also open images from the bridge, as I'll show you in the next chapter. In the next exercise, however, I'm going to show you how to open multiple images at a time using the Open command.